Hear the conversation. A question is posed to Khadim Salman. Was he high on something when he was recording this threat to behead BJP spokesperson Nupur Sharma? Hear him as he says he wasn't drunk, he doesn't drink. A police officer actually steps forward and tutors him. Say you were drunk so that we can save you. And the BJP with this video appears to have got a big stick to beat the Ashok Gehlot government with, insisting this is a reflection of the Congress trying to save those with a jihadi mindset, and asking the question, do Hindu lives matter in Congress-ruled states? We explore answers, we explore the Congress's big hit back and fight back. I'm Gaurav Sawant. As always, let's get started with the headlines on India First. 4 FIRs against Trinamool Congress Member of Parliament Mahua Moitra. Mahua Moitra charged with deliberately outraging religious sentiments. BJP demands Mahua's arrest. Rajasthan police arrest Ajmer Dargah cleric who offered a bounty for beheading Nupur Sharma. BJP puts out the video of Rajasthan police allegedly tutoring Salman Chisthi to say he was drunk when he made the hate video. Mukhtar Abbas Naqvi resigns from the post of Minority Affairs Minister a day before his Rajya Sabha term ends. Smriti Irani gets additional charge of the Minority Affairs Ministry. A day after mocking the Indian Constitution, Kerala Minister Sajid Cherian resigns on orders of the left senior leadership. India today accesses the government's Terroristan dossier. Proof of Pakistan's proxy war is out. At least 80 terrorists still active in the Kashmir Valley. Do Hindu lives matter in Congress-ruled states? Asks the Bharatiya Janata Party after a video went viral in Rajasthan showing the arrest of the Khadim of Dargah Ajmer Sharif, Salman Chisthi. A police officer is seen and heard tutoring Salman Chisthi to say, "You're drunk and that's the way we can save you." Do the police want to save him, or is the Ashok Gehlot government giving this instruction? That's the question that the BJP has posed. Our Rajasthan Bureau brings you our top story. In a pre-dawn raid in Ajmer, the Rajasthan police nabbed the Khadim of Dargah Ajmer Sharif, Salman Chisthi. The Khadim had stirred a hornet's nest after issuing a video threat announcing his house's reward for anyone who beheads BJP spokesperson Nupur Sharma.
मेरे बच्चों की कसम और आज भी कुछ भी नहीं है, सीधा ठोक के कहता हूँ, जो नुपुर शर्मा who will ever lie, मैं अपना उसे ये घर से दूंगा, पूरा रोस्ते पे निकल जाऊंगा.
After nationwide outrage, the Rajasthan police formed several teams for his arrest, and one team succeeded in arresting him in Ajmer. However, the police are in the eye of a storm after being caught on camera tutoring him on his legal defense. Hear this video once again. A Rajasthan police officer is coaching the Khadim who wanted Nupur Sharma to be beheaded to say he was under the influence of liquor so that he could be saved. The BJP has come out all guns blazing, not only accusing the Ashok Gehlot government of minority appeasement, but also asking if Hindu lives matter in Congress-ruled states.
I refuse to believe that in a high-profile arrest like this, the police is acting on its own. Of course, the Chief Minister and the Home Minister of the state has to be questioned.
Former Information and Broadcasting Minister and Member of Parliament, Colonel Rajyavardhan Singh Rathore, accused the Congress of shielding anti-Hindu forces. The Congress has repeatedly targeted the BJP, claiming Udaipur beheading accused was a member of the party and that a Lashkar-e-Taiba terrorist caught in Jammu was a member of the Union Territory BJP IT cell.
हैरान कर देने वाली बात यह है कि उन दो में से एक, जिसका नाम तालिब है, भारतीय जनता पार्टी का ऑफिस बेयरर है, उनके माइनॉरिटी मोर्चा का आईटी प्रमुख है, और ये हफ्ते भर में 10 दिन में ये दूसरी घटना.
As political parties spar, the question remains, are Rajasthan police giving an escape route to the Khadim, and do Hindu lives actually matter? Bureau Report, India Today. Is there merit in the BJP saying Hindu lives don't matter in Congress-ruled states, and that this is proof of Congress protecting those with this extremist mindset? The Congress, of course, hits right back, saying the BJP needs to look within. Joining you on India First, Ratan, Sharda, author and commentator, and Tehseen Poonawala is a political analyst. But my first question is to India Today's Dev Ankur Vadhavan, who joins us on the show. Dev, who is this police officer seen on camera tutoring Khadim Salman, saying, say you were drunk so that we can save you? Is there an explanation either from the Rajasthan police or the Rajasthan government?
Well, Gaurav, if you look at the timeline of the entire incident, day before yesterday, this video came to light, and India Today extensively showed how, a Khadim of a Dargah, a famous Dargah, the Khwaja Moinuddin Chishti Dargah, was openly threatening, claiming that whosoever brings the head of the former BJP spokesperson will be awarded with a bounty, and that bounty, as per him, included his own house. Now, once that entire, pressure was created on the Ajmer police to act on the matter, late last night, around 1 o'clock, the Khadim was arrested while he was trying to go to his house. Now, the BJP has claimed that the Rajasthan police was trying to tutor this particular Khadim, say that you were in a state of, you were inebriated, and that is how you made that video. But what the Rajasthan government has claimed, Gaurav, is that the police was trying to say that or ask, what were you high on, or what were you inebriated with? Okay. That is the version of Rajasthan government. But Rajasthan government also, Gaurav, says, and I've spoken with a senior cabinet minister in the government, he says that where was the BJP when Nupur Sharma was making those incendiary comments? Where was the BJP when Supreme Court came down on Nupur Sharma for her comments? And what the Rajasthan government is also saying is that why is it that the Prime Minister not coming out and, asking for peace to be maintained, or for peace to be brought about in the country? Yes.
When you hear that video, and we will play it out for our viewers so that they can make up their minds themselves, kaun sa nasha karte the video banate time? That's the transcription. This is what this Khadim is heard, he's being asked, main nasha nahi karta. This is what the Khadim responds. Then there's another voice, and a policeman is seen saying, bolo nashe mein tha taki bachaya jaye. Tehseen Poonawala, caught on camera tutoring a Khadim at Dargah Ajmer Sharif, accused of offering a bounty to behead a woman. BJP says Congress stands exposed, protecting those with this jihadi mindset.
Namaskar, Gaurav. Thank you so much for having me in your show. Namaskar to all your viewers and to my fellow panelists and to your journalist who is reporting from Rajasthan. The only organization in this country, political organization, that seems to be continuously associated with terror somehow or the other is the Bharatiya Janata Party, Jhutha Janata, you can call it whatever, Jagadalu Party. And it's India Today that exposed Riyaz Attari, the killer, his links with the Bharatiya Janata Party. So the BJP has no grounds to speak. Now, to divert from this, and I'm saying this with absolute responsibility, this video partly has been doctored. This too will be investigated, and the truth will come out. Because ask the BJP to claim that this video is original and give the source of this video. I dare you on national TV. They won't have it. This is what the BJP is known to do. Their IT head in Jammu has been caught with terror links, and he was standing with the Honorable Home Minister of India. And that's all over the news, including on India Today. So please, the BJP is a master at doing it. Okay. This video, the second part, has also been doctored. Nobody's owning up to this video. Tell us the source of this video. Has anyone gone to that police officer and identified which is the police officer who said it?
Okay.
Just
so
to put Congress at a spot because you've been caught with terrorists?
Okay.
Shameless.
So you are saying this video is doctored. This is the first that this aspect has come. Dev Ankur Vadhavan has constantly been speaking to the Rajasthan police and the government. Ratan, Sharda respond to two grave charges that are being leveled. The BJP says, and when the BJP asks, don't Hindu lives matter in Congress-ruled states, the Congress actually is saying, look within. But before I come to that point of look within, and you must respond to that, sir, we're a billion-strong nation, more than 80% Hindus in this country, and yet this question, do Hindu lives matter? Sir, are Hindu lives in threat in our own country?
Gaurav, first of all, let me go back to the video. The video that you have released today is new, I can understand. But do you remember 2 days back when this Khadim was speaking all this nonsense, there was senior police officer on the TV very clearly saying, कि वो नशे में थे. So this story is built up earlier. This is before he was arrested. I have seen that video. It is there, available everywhere. But the police officer himself says कि वो नशे में थे, and I have tweeted about it. So to say that it has been said today, it is fake video story, alleging fake video is very old game. I will not get into that. As far as BJP, a person joining BJP is concerned, it is for BJP to see how they filtered the people, and if he has done any wrong, he will be punished. BJP is not owning up. BJP is not defending them. Difference between BJP and other parties is other parties defend their worst offenders with various excuses, but they will try to cash on that and say that okay, that means no crime was committed.
I'll individually come to Riyaz and Talib and all the instances that Tehseen has raised. But sir, on that aspect of Hindu lives matter, sir, is this a narrative? Is this a narrative being built? I mean, we're a country of 1 billion strong people. Are Hindus unsafe in India?
Well, if you see the way the entire episode of Gyanvapi has unfolded, Gyanvapi, ridicule of Hindus, and continuous abuse of Hindus right from Shaheen Bagh days, when that happens and people keep quiet and then they blame Nupur Sharma for what is happening, it shows that there is something very wrong in the way we look at Hindus. Then we look at Mahua Moitra, we see what is wrong. When we see the reaction to Kali, reaction to Mahua Moitra versus Nupur and versus other people and also Zubair and Teesta, we understand what is wrong. I have a list of 17 killings before Nupur Sharma opened her mouth in last few months of Hindus for just being Hindus. So when we say that Hindus life matter, this is what I mean. When a Hindu dies, nobody even talks about that when he's killed. We either find the news suppressed or we find it to be somehow be proven that there is some clash. Okay. Remember Amrati was twisted around? You are not aware of that? You are aware of that? You know how it has been justified that Nupur Sharma said something, so these poor people had to cut somebody's throat? Okay. If this is so, and when you try to defend,
let me get Tehseen.
Hindu lives don't matter. It's a fact of life. When these
so that's a grave charge, Tehseen Poonawala. Hindu lives matter. When Hindus are targeted, that it's almost as if taken for granted. Respond to the BJP saying Congress believes in Muslim appeasement and sacrificing Hindu interests at the altar of vote bank politics, sir. Weak case, for example, against that hate-spewing Maulana who got bail in 24 hours after being arrested after 28 days.
Thank you, Gaurav. There are two aspects to what is being discussed. So let's go to the first aspect, and I'll go a little legal. I myself, Tehseen Poonawala, went to the Supreme Court against mob and vigilante justice, or mob violence and vigilante justice. The Honorable Supreme Court lauded me, accepted my draft law, asked for a law to be passed. Amit Shah stood up on the floor of the House and said, no law should be passed. This would have protected Hindus, Muslims. It was a religious neutral law. I gave 8 cases of Hindus being killed by mobs. Why did Amit Shah not do it? Because who benefits from this polarization? The BJP. Riaz Attari, exposed by India Today, had BJP BJP links. The Rajasthan government put UAPA, that is terror charges against it. The central government agency NIA said, no, there is no link of terrorism. Why? Why are you trying to protect these terrorists? Let's come to this video, which is being discussed about, which is the topic which we are here for. Can you, Gaurav Sawant, and I have so much respect for you, can my fellow panelist, Mr. Sharda, out here verify?
Let Mr. Poonawala complete.
I cannot debate if you interrupt.
Just tell me the earlier video of the police chief is wrong.
No, I cannot interrupt.
I'll pose
that question.
I'm sorry.
Give me a moment. Let Mr. Poonawala respond. I'll come to you in just a moment. Mr. Poonawala, complete your point.
No, he's repeating
Mr. Sharda,
I am saying.
Thank you, Gaurav. Mr.
Sharda,
Sharda,
before this video.
Gaurav, it doesn't work. This is my points will not go to the viewers. It won't go on social media.
Point made. Go on, Mr. Poonawala, respond.
Thank you. Gaurav, this video that is being spoken about, can you, and you're a very responsible journalist, I have a lot of respect for you, can India Today, your organization, which we all respect, and can Mr. Sharda verify? Is this a verified video? Yes or no? Ha ya na? That's all I want to know. Do you verify it, Gaurav? Does your organization verify it? Is it a verified video?
It's on television, it's being talked about. You were saying it's a fake video. We are waiting for an official response, but a very grave charge.
Is it verified, sir?
It's a very grave charge. It's a very grave charge that is being leveled against your party.
Yes,
I would like you to listen to it. Okay, Ratan Sharda has raised his hand. Ratan Sharda has raised his hand. Ratan Sharda wants to come in on this point. Respond, Ratan Sharda.
Just Gaurav, I have one point to make. I said earlier also, I am not even talking about this video. I am talking of the police officer's statement before all this happened. This was the day this guy made statement. On that very day, the police officer comes on TV in front of pressmen. He says that वो शराब के नशे में था. So how did he know? How did police chief made a statement? I had tweeted on that. So it's not that I'm speaking now. So this is 3 days old or 2 days old story before this video comes up. So is that also wrong? Are you claiming that even the statement is doctored? I'm not going
I'll answer that.
Okay.
I am saying
Fair enough. You're right. You're right. It was the superintendent of police, and that reaction was played out even on India Today. Response, sir. Mr. Poonawala.
Thank you. Thank you. On India Today and on all channels, those who oppose this kind of hate, including from this Khadim, said the Rajasthan government will act, will arrest him, he's been arrested. Now to this video and to the charges on the Rajasthan police. The Bharatiya Janata Party is going around town, and this video is saying that, look, the police under Congress is tutoring somebody to say that he's an alcoholic or he's a drug addict to get himself saved, and this is the fact. Now, this video is not being verified by anybody, not even by your channel, for whom we all have respect, not even by you. Something is being put out by the BJP, which has a political interest in saving Attari. They are not verifying the video, you are not verifying the video, and the allegation is coming on the government out there. How is this justified? If this video is not doctored, let the BJP or let Mr. Sharda say this video is authentic, I stand by it. And I promise you on this channel I will castigate the Congress. But they are not verifying the video and they are castigating the Congress. Therein is my problem, sir. That is my problem.
Ratan Sharda, fair enough. So you're saying this video is unverified. Ratan Sharda, Congress also raises the point of Hindu Lives Matter. The Congress says this is all about majority appeasement. The man who beheaded Kanhaiyalal in Udaipur was hobnobbing with the BJP minority cell, and then the other instances of Jammu and Kashmir. Talib Hussain, for example, was going to attack Amarnath Yatris, was a part of the BJP IT cell in Jammu, in the Union Territory of Jammu. The Congress parties raised that point too.
See, when the person comes on TV, makes a video claiming that he's killing the other person, beheading the other person due to his Islamic beliefs, then how does it matter if he belongs to BJP or not? If he belongs to BJP, BJP should have kicked him out, or it will kick him out. But the point is, he beheaded the other person because of Islamic teachings. That is the point. It is not, or whatever he believed was Islamic teaching. I don't know whether it was or not, but it was done because he believed in that particular Islamic teaching. We have seen various links of his to various extremist organizations, various terrorist organizations. A person may be playing double game. So are you going to BJP and not the people who actually radicalize him? That's what I'm saying. And as far as this is concerned, its Hindu hate is very clear when it made a bill of communal violence bill, which a priori made Hindus as the offenders in any communal violence,
Okay.
and they had to prove they were not offenders.
The Hindu,
They were not criminals.
okay.
That is a very big reason for saying that for Congress, Hindu lives don't matter, they hate Hindus.
Okay, but that's
When
a
they
separate
question
issue,
harm,
not the communal violence bill is not the topic of discussion today. Sir, point taken completely. But Tehseen Poonawala, closing comments. The fact remains Congress government failed to protect Kanhaiya Lal when he repeatedly sought police protection. BJP says there's a pattern to Congress actions in Rajasthan, from allegations of a weak case against that hate-spewing Maulana, arrested after 28 days, bail in 24 hours, not giving security to Kanhaiya Lal, putting him in jail, and Karoli violence and a series of other cases. They say, join the dots, there is a pattern that emerges.
The pattern is only this, that every act of terror somehow seems to be now linking to the BJP. Whether it's Dhruv Saxena, the BJP's IT cell, the Jammu guy from the IT cell who was seen with the Honorable Home Minister of India arrested for terror, Tariq Ahmed Mir, Mohammad Farooq Khan, who was trained by the LET. He contested on a BJP ticket in Kashmir. He contested an election. BJP gave him a ticket. Now every single terror action, DSP Devinder Singh, we know his role. We know his role in terrorism. And Manoj Sinha gave him, said, no, we know that he's wrong, but we will not prosecute him. He gave him a clean chit when they went for asking, when NIA went for permission to prosecute him.
So Congress will blame the BJP, the BJP will blame the Congress. My point is, as Indians, how do we feel safer? How do we feel safer if there are allegations of minority appeasement on one side and majority appeasement on the other? And I would want both sides to think about it, to ponder, because at the end of the day, we must keep India first, above all political interests. For joining me here on this India First special, many thanks.